In this example, I need to write the equation of the line passing through the point -1, 2 and the point 3, -3, and the equation needs to be in A, point-slope form, and B, slope-intercept form. Notice both forms of the line involve the slope. Were we given the slope? No, but we were given 2 points. And hopefully you remember the formula to find the slope m given 2 points. It's shown here. Remember, the numbers in this formula on the x and y variables are subscripts indicating which point that coordinate comes from. And instead of saying y sub 2 and y sub 1 for ease, I'm just going to say y2 and y1. Now, does it matter out of our 2 points which one I call point 1 and which one I call point 2? No, you'll get the same answer either way. But I tend to call the first point point 1 and the second point point 2. So now I can find the slope. It's y2, which is the y-coordinate of the second point, which is -3. Minus y1, the y-coordinate of the first point, so that's just 2, divided by x2, which is 3, minus the x-coordinate of the first point, which is -1. Now simplifying this, -3 minus 2 is -5, divided by 3 minus a -1 minus a negative becomes add the opposite, so it's going to be 3 plus 1. So my slope is -5 divided by 3 plus 1 is 4. So that is the value for m in this problem. Now in part A, I need to find the point-slope form that is shown here, so it's y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So plugging in the values, I get y minus y1, which is 2, equals m, -5/4, times x minus x1, which is -1. So simplifying, I get y minus 2 equals -5/4 times x minus a negative, add the opposite, so it's going to be x plus 1. So that is the point-slope form of this line using point 1. I could equally use point 2, and I will get a slightly different but equally correct equation, because this number and this number would be different if I used the second point. Now in part B, I need my equation in slope-intercept form. Remember, that's y equals mx plus b. I know m, but I don't know b, which is the y-coordinate of the y-intercept. So to get my equation in this format, I take the equation in point-slope form and solve it for y. So moving up here, I'm going to get y minus 2 equals, I need to distribute in the -5/4. -5/4 times x is -5/4 x. And then -5/4 times 1 is just -5/4. To get y by itself, I'm just going to add 2 to both sides. So I get y equals -5/4 x. And now I need to combine these, so I'm going to have a common denominator. Turn 2 into a fraction by dividing it by 1. And then the common denominator is going to be 4, so multiply it by 4 over 4. So I'm going to get -5/4 plus 2 times 4 is 8/4. So now I have y equals -5/4 x. -5 plus 8 is plus 3/4. So now I have the equation in slope-intercept form. And this is a more useful form for the equation. The point-slope form depends on the point you use. It would look different if I'd used the second point, but the slope-intercept form is independent of whichever point you use to find the equation. So that's why this is the preferred form of the answer.